Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm doing great, and today I'm going to be talking about the oddest, strangest, kind of undefinable anime I've ever watched. Welcome to the NHK. And note, I'm not saying that it's bad or that I didn't like it, but while I was watching it, especially the first few episodes, I did think to myself pretty frequently, what the hell am I watching? I began watching this anime because I thought it would be some kind of workplace drama because I know the NHK to be the national broadcasting service of Japan. I knew this because of a Murakami novel I read called 1Q84. It's very good and I recommend it. So when I saw Welcome to the NHK on a list of underrated anime, I thought, hey, I've never watched a workplace anime, if those even exist, unless Cells at Work counts. So I sat down, got comfortable, and pressed play on the first episode, only to find it's got nothing to do with the NHK, the broadcasting service, but a different NHK specific to Tatsuhiro Sato, the 22-year-old hikikomori and NEET. Basically, he is unemployed, a recluse, and hardly ever leaves his flat. And the NHK is the secret organization that manipulates all of society that he blames for his current situation. So he's very anxious and conspiracy-minded and holds on to his victimhood. It's insight into a mindset or experience that I myself am very separate from. So for me, there is confusion and empathy and a strange fascination. I mean, within the first few episodes, we watch Sato discover porn. Well, like softcore JPEGs essentially, and he becomes so obsessed, he learns the names of the individual models and develops favorites and even deletes program files to make room for all the photos he wants to save. Like, can you imagine using all the space in your computer on pictures? And then there's the scene. Like, after this scene, I pressed pause and contemplated my life decisions that led me to this point, and if I really wanted to continue in this endeavor. It's kind of like Sato is having a delayed adolescence, but then I'm not really an expert on the subject. So, to take a step back, the premise of the show is a teenage girl, Misaki, offers to teach Sato how to get his shit together and stop being hikikomori. His first response is to deny that he's got any problem, and he lies, telling her that he's making a game. And so he enlists the help of his neighbor, Yamazaki, who was his junior in high school and is now studying game development. He suggests they work on an eroge, which is like a dating game for men, and places Sato in charge of storylines, which is maybe not the best idea because he has very little experience with women and dating and these kinds of games as a whole. And so he plays a couple in order to get some experience, and then what happens? He gets a bit hooked on them to the point of distraction. I have to give props to the creators of Welcome to the NHK because I really felt anxious, confused, awkward, and irritated while watching, and that's kinda like how Sato feels in his life. It's easy to get sucked into Sato's world, into his head, and experience that suffocating feeling with which he goes through the world. The story grows and develops into much more than just Sato and Yamazaki making a video game. He works with the teenage girl, and we learn about her and why she even wants to help him in the first place, because, that's a pretty weird thing to do. Welcome to the NHK is like an exploration of depression and anxiety, where it can stem from, how it can manifest, the different ways in which people deal with and respond to these heavy, dark feelings, and what can happen when a group of people all dealing with these kinds of emotions become intertwined. We see it with Sato and Yamazaki and Sato and Misaki, and when Sato connects with an old friend and she whisks him away on what he thinks is a trip, but it turns out they're all there to end their lives. thankfully, their loved ones save them and show them that they are loved. Which also goes to show that when we think we're alone and unloved, are we really? Or do we just get so caught up in the negative cycle of thinking that we become convinced of a reality that doesn't exist? And maybe all we need is someone who's willing to say, I care about you and I want to help you, and then show you with action that they are sincere. And sometimes those people come from the most unexpected places. Before I end this video, I want to say that I love how Yamazaki's story develops. Marrying a woman his parents picked out for him, moving to a farm, and finding happiness in the unexpected. And there's this bittersweetness because he gave up his dreams of becoming a game developer and basically went along with his parents' wishes. But then he also was happy. So I wonder if the things we think we want sometimes end up being something different once we start pursuing them and discover it's not what we thought. Not exactly failing, but changing your mind. Find happiness even when your plans don't work out. And with Sato, I think we see the beauty in small victories, in being on the path to a better place, even if you're not all the way there yet. There's joy to be experienced in just starting the journey of getting where you want to be, and celebrating yourself for making the small steps to get there, even if you still have a long way to go. Anyway, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you did. I've been Kayla. See you next time.